Welcome Amsterdam. I don't know. Why am I talking like that? Welcome to Amsterdam. I've only been talking about coming to Amsterdam for a year. And I'm actually here. I can't believe it. I'm really proud of myself for taking the jump to travel the very few spots in Europe that I'm gonna be to solo. So I just got here. The morning was crazy. Oh my gosh. I have been up since, honestly, I didn't sleep because, you know, excitement and not wanting to miss my train. I grabbed one of these little cuties, little clementines from the lobby. I'm about to eat because I'm starving. I got out of the bed at 4 because my train was at 5:30 in Vilsec, which was where I was staying outside of Nuremberg. Maybe, I think 45 minutes outside of Nuremberg by car, not by train. And yeah, after I got on the train, it got a little crazy. Everybody was telling me to take the ice. I did. And the ice must have thawed out today because she was kind of bonkers. So everything was fine from Vilsec to Nuremberg. And then the closer we got to Nuremberg, it was like the stops in between were kind of delayed. And look at my train ticket. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. The other one, it's on my alternative. I can't see the original ticket. So I ended up getting on the train from Nuremberg to Essen to Dusseldorf to Amsterdam. Originally, my train was supposed to be from Vilsec to Nuremberg to Amsterdam. I don't know what happened, but it was just like, you need to find an alternative route. So the alternative route I found was to Essen, to Dusseldorf, to Amsterdam. Get on the train to Essen, they want to start acting up, and somehow the train gets behind. To Dusseldorf, get the alert that I need to find an alternative route. I'm literally panicking. Okay, I've been on this train since 5:30 this morning. I've barely slept from traveling, and then the first day and a half with the fam. And then this, I just didn't need it. And especially because I'm by myself, okay? It took everything in me to swallow the panic attack that was going to be ensued upon us all. But along the way, I was asking random people, trustworthy looking people, mostly young women, if they spoke English, and to help me. So on the train, I think it's to Essen to Dusseldorf, there was a couple in front of me, and I asked the woman, and she was just like, yeah, we got the same thing, but they told us to stay on this one to Duisburg, and when we get there, we will have a 4-minute transfer. It's going to be tight, and there's no guarantee. When I tried to book another ticket, they were trying to charge me. I was just like, I'm not paying for another ticket. I have paid over 150 euro for this ticket. I'm not paying another ticket. The time gets closer. I guess the train speeds up a little bit. We are in Dusseldorf, and so half the train was going to Amsterdam. So I think all of us were. Oh my God. That is so sweet. They ain't about to have no cuties left because I'm taking them all. Get my vitamin C. Half the train was going to Amsterdam. And so anyways, we get to Dusseldorf. I skipped to my darling so fast off that train. Thank God it was the next track over. Not like a split track. It was just like the next one. So like if this is a row of a train track, this is F and this is G. Instead of like going to like H and whatever else. I'm tired. So I only had to go from here to here. I skipped to the loo, my darling, so fast. I like literally snagged the wheel to my luggage. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lug this around. the airport and to get to, I'm about to say Milan, to Venice. But we're gonna have to work with it. I'm probably gonna ask somebody for some tape downstairs. But oh my god, this is so good. Do y'all hear the wind? I'm right on the water. Did I show you my room yet? I probably did. But I didn't know how the seating worked. This is actually my first time on the train ever. I ended up being in somebody's seat and she was very polite. She was like, this is my seat. And I was like, okay. And then I ran back into the same couple and it was like, we have a seat at our table. I get situated over there. And then the lady from Deutschland, I've been looking for you for the last hour to tell me how to fix my ticket. You just randomly want to show up to tell me I'm sitting in the wrong seat? I got up because she showed me how to read the seats. The non-reservation seats were available in green. And I had my little translation thing on. I had a reservation. I had to get on the train because y'all had y'all stuff messed up today. But everything was fine after that. But then they were talking about there were a strike in Amsterdam. I said, what the hell? But it was for the train. So they weren't doing like train transfers or something like that in Amsterdam, but the train was going to Amsterdam. So I was a little panicky about that. And then I got Uber to my hotel. And the guy just dropped me off and was like, what, where the hell am I? I don't see a sign to the hotel. But yeah. Yeah. Here we are. It is now 3:26 over here. I'm 6 hours ahead of my East Coast family, so I'm definitely operating off of, I don't know what time I'm operating off of, but I met the lovely young man at the counter, and he gave me a book, but also told me to take pictures and stuff on his phone on what to do, which I want to do. I'm not here long. I'm leaving Sunday morning. It is Friday afternoon. So I'm about to book this tour. And I'm about to go eat. By the way, I got a new camera. I gotta figure out what to look on this thing because it's got a 360 camera, the lens, and then the settings. In the beginning, I had the settings all wonky. It was like ultra and mega and like action mode, and I didn't need all that. I just needed this. It's linear. And my finger looks really long on here. It's a 360 lens. Hopefully when I edit this, it looks fine because I'm not going to redo this on my phone. I just freshened up my makeup. I just put on a fresh t-shirt, changed my earrings, Shop Koi. I think I only bought Shop Koi earrings with me. My scent today is Soft Spot by 4. I was gonna wear my hair down because it's gonna rain tomorrow, but it's so windy. Negatory. So back in a bun it goes. So usually when I do my bun, I just like grab it, twist it, and twist it around. So I don't have no bobby pins with me, so or the ones I did have I lost. This clamp will be just fine. There it is, I got my jacket. I look like I'm going to work, but you know, if I could snag a job while I'm here, amen. yeah, this is the fit. And my jacquemus bag I had. And I ended up carrying this one because I had it stuffed. And in my suitcase, I condensed my suitcase when I left Germany, so I was only traveling with one and not my check bag and a carry-on. And this is taking up space, so I was just like, one swap. This is Hourglass in Rise. Just some gloss. That was matte lip. Let's go find these tickets for this canal cruise. Of course, it would start drizzling when I decided to leave out the room. I have really helpful front desk concierge, so they gave me a map. She wrote it down, downloaded the local app, which is called 9292 on my phone, and saved the addresses that I need to go, saved the hotel address, saved the Central Station address, and yeah, it's my daddy calling me. Hey Pop, I'm gonna have to call you when I get back to my room. I need my map. All right. It should not rain. And then the Canal Tour, I think it's covered. I have an 8-minute walk, and then I have to catch the bus to Central Station, so. All right, the bus is coming, so I did it right. Step 1. All right, I'm about to go try the seafood bar. I've got like 2 hours before the sun sets, so I want to be inside. I guess if I want to move here, I needed to figure this out, and I did. I found it. Out of myself. Hello. Hi, I was walking when you called me. I needed my GPS. How you feeling? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm across the world. Pretty convenient to have this spot at the Canal Cruise entrance. I had grabbed I think a raspberry tea and a ham and cheese croissant. The tour was of the heritage canals in Amsterdam. It was guided. The headphones were available in multiple different languages, but there was also a tour guide. Went through all of the small miniature canals, which you'll see more of in a bit on my next day. I think the only thing that I would do differently is I would choose to do something a little bit more private to where I can also take even better photos, because there were like between 50 and 75 people on each cruise. Right, the tour's over. Learned a lot about Amsterdam. It's very busy out here. Okay. I'm gonna go get something to eat, and I'm probably going to bed. Got some recommendations from my hotel of different places to eat. I kind of just narrowed it down what was easy to get to from the Canal Cruise and the time that I had left, because I knew I didn't want to be out too late. So I ended up, of course, landing on a seafood restaurant. This was a seafood bar. The oysters were so crisp, so clean, so fresh. I don't know what they're doing over here in the Atlantic, but the oysters are better. I ordered the plateau with various oysters, which was from Ireland, the Netherlands, and 3 different types from France. My drink was a scropino, which was a lemon sorbet, prosecco, and vodka. All right, I'm literally scurrying back to Amsterdam Central to get to the bus. I've got like 10 minutes. I gotta use the bathroom. And then my phone's about to die, so I can't really be on it because I gotta pay my tab because I don't have any euros. Okay, let me focus because I gotta pee. I live a crazy little life. First of all, my phone's dead, which means I don't know where I'm going. I do have a map. Thank God the lady at the front desk gave me a map because I knew at least I needed to be over there, which is by the boats and by the water. And I knew my building had that little funky brown shape to it. But yeah, I remembered she told me to get on tram 3 or bus 22, which I did not get on bus 22 the first time. I got on bus 43. And one was going that way and one was going that way. And the one I got on the first time came that way. And then the one I got on this time was this way. But because I didn't go this way the first time, I knew I had to go back and try my steps from the first time, which is how I ended up back on the alley by the water. So yeah, we thank God for photographic memory and paying attention and angels walking on the streets and just being in a safe city, because I couldn't do this in New York. No way, Jose. No, I couldn't. I'm about to get my behind up in here, and I'm not coming back out until my phone is charged and I have a backup battery. You know what I'm trying to say. My battery pack. I'll check in a bit. Y'all, it's 10:30. Let me not be a grandma. Let me go on downstairs and get me a little nightcap. I'm gonna do something myself. But it's 10:30. Happy new day. I would say good morning, but it's almost 1:30. It's Saturday, I think the 7th, maybe. I don't know what the date is, but I am getting ready to head out. It's about 1:30. I'm going to meet my friend Dustin from the last vlog in Savannah, his acquaintance. He's going to take me to some vintage shops and walking around. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad because it's a 40% chance it's overcast. That's why my hair is not down. I got it wrapped up in this bun. Show you my fit. Very simple today. These are the pants from JCPenney. They were sold separate. It's not as part of the set. This on a Zara bodysuit, a Levi denim jacket, just that little boy ring, my Jacquemus earrings, the makeup today. I'm just gonna carry my little small Fendi bag that actually fits quite a few things. My scent is Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar from K. Ollie. That's it. I need to go find a bus and a train to catch, and I'll see y'all outside. If I would have taken the train or the bus, it would have put me 15 minutes behind, which is my bad. I did not see how far the actual place we're meeting at was, so I'm gonna have to spend all this extra money on an Uber. Now I know I need to check my destinations farther in advance, which a normal person would do that anyway. I feel like I need a disclaimer, and here it is. I did not plan this trip very well at all because it was really last minute. I just knew while I was going to be over here for the 1 or 2 days that I was helping my friend that I wanted to visit a few countries. And so a lot of this was just honestly on the whim. So while I do plan my trips and I always know what my activities are, this was definitely a new experience, but I'm not gonna knock it because I learned a lot about myself and being resourceful and being appreciative of how I grew up. And quite honestly, I'm not mad at it. Let's live life like this more often. Sporadic. This is Charles. The fit. I like it.
Oh, thanks. These are my, they call them ice cream. Is the company.
Oh,
and,
I like the frames. His frames are really cute.
Oh, thanks. I'm very proud of that. I can tell everybody. Rock Crystal is a colleague of mine. He just did this on my glasses and on the thing. So he's very creative.
Fluent in Dutch?
Yes. Was
it hard to learn?
Yes. You can hear I'm a foreigner because you the accent, huh? Dutch is like.
Yeah.
I have some kind of exhibition going on here from.
That's why I couldn't get tickets this weekend. Yeah, they were sold.
But this is not Van Gogh Museum. This is the museum. Yeah.
Okay.
First, I came here because one of my best friends knew about here. He lives in the States. He used to live here for a long time in Europe. And he's back in the States. But we came, and then our best friend who was living in Paris, he was studying in San Francisco. So he said, come and visit me. So we went and visited him. And after that, I was coming every year to Europe.
Yeah,
I did Switzerland, Amsterdam.
Kind of crazy.
Very crazy. I always say I was in London. I went to Buckingham Palace. I said, well, just one of these artifacts here. I'm sitting pretty for my life.
So we're crossing?
This is the Northern Mark. The whole thing, it goes down, is all market food on this.
Okay.
And the herbs on the outside. Cheese. There you go. And we got one brother here, the cheesemonger, and the other brother here, the cheesemonger. Hello, the whole family. When you arrive in the cross and hay. And the herbs on the outside you will see here in the crust. The best night of your life.
Oh.
There you go. So, the food purchase one more. €7.25.
Cool. It stopped raining, y'all.
Oh. Watch it.
There's the sun.
Yes. These houses, this is all the hotel. So they build the hotel from many houses. So you can walk from one house to the next house. But
nice.
Beautiful inside. Have a license yourself. You can bring your wardrobe and sell it for little nothing. And so you can find some really nice stuff.
Because it was poorly planned, kind of sporadic, but I went with the flow. I really wasn't able to go to a lot of main attractions like the Van Gogh Museum or the Anne Frank House. The Van Gogh Museum was sold out for that weekend because of a special exhibit, and the Anne Frank House, they sell tickets 6 weeks in advance. Did not know I was coming here 6 weeks ago. Charles ended up taking me to the Gallery Ron Mondos near Prison Grot for the Anthony Guansolea exhibit. He's actually a New York-based painter and photographer that was actually born in Atlanta, so I thought that was really cool. His exhibition is running, I think, until the end of July. And then we also went to this vintage market and I picked up a snakeskin clutch and wallet. Charles got a different colorway, but love it nonetheless. I think it's pretty chic. It's the perfect pop of color, and I actually don't own anything snakeskin, so it was pretty exciting for me.
Hey, you see they got some nice brooches, huh?
This is nice, the brush.
Gorgeous piece. Look at that green. Yes.
At the antique store, walking, we got cute out snakeskin bags. We're gonna go grab some pizza, and the weather's holding up.
Y'all, we are back in the room. My legs are tired. I think I walked like 8 miles today, and I don't walk that much because my ankle be hurting. It's hurting now. It's probably a little swollen. I'm about to get some ice. But it's only 6:52. The sun doesn't set for another 5 hours. I want to take a nap. I'm just conflicted. Do I want to take a nap or just go back downstairs for a nightcap, or do I want to go back to city center? I'm such a grandma. But I had a long day. I really had a long day. We had a great day. I took it easy because I gotta save my energy for we're really trying to go, you know, Italy. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna just wind it on down, have a nightcap, have some dinner back here, and pack. Charles said I should be to the airport by 10:30 in the morning, which means I can't sleep in. Yeah, because I don't see myself resting in Italy. Okay, I'm about to depart from Amsterdam. It's a little misty outside. I literally have waited to the last minute because I'm just between this, the jet lag and the time change, and really the time change because it's dark at 11 o'clock. It's just been getting me. But here's my airport outfit. If my pockets look full, it's because they are. My bag is literally packed to capacity, as well as not my carry-on size, but like my medium size bag, because I left my carry-on in Germany because I wasn't rolling around with 2 bags. But the wheel done halfway broke off of that one, so we're gonna have to take it slow. I got 3 hours to get to the airport and checked in, so I'm gonna order an Uber. I was gonna take the bus and then take the train, but my wheel is half broken, so I don't want to will that and chance it. But here's my outfit. These pants were part of a Zara set. I just left the shirt at home because it was gonna look too much like pajamas, and I want to look somewhat pulled together for my Italian papi, you know. Gosh, I don't even know where this old shirt is from. It's a really, ASOS, super oversized. I just tucked half of it in. Levi's denim jacket, my Apple Watch. I have the rest of my jewelry in my pocket. I'll put on after I get through security because I want to step off the plane to Venice styling. I did put these on because this one was too chunky to get in the bag. This pearl necklace is Casablanca. My little Coach tabby is packed to the rim. My pockets are packed because I don't have room for anything without my carry-on. And depending on if I get anything in Venice, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to buy another carry-on bag to carry. Especially if old broke up over there is broke. Okay, it is so cold outside. I'm not going outside until he's 0.2 miles away. So that's in probably 30 seconds, or it says pick up in 1 minute. Okay, this was a really cute hotel. Let me go roll my stuff out, and it's drizzling outside. So windy outside. It took me to a shortcut because I would have been waiting in the line to get to the airport for a long time. So this is supposed to be faster. Girl, I'm about to check this bag. Ain't nobody rolling around with this in this airport. 1:59. We're supposed to be boarding at 1:10. Expected boarding at 1:10. Take off at 1:50, but the gate hasn't loaded yet. But I'm in the right, well, the actual gate number, but I'm at the right gate. I had a sandwich, roasted chicken with basil pesto. It's really good. I love the bread. It was like a wheat bread with a bunch of seeds on top. So yeah, I'm just waiting literally in front of the screen so I don't miss the gate I'm supposed to be to. Also, I feel like my leg is about to give out. Made it to the Marco Polo airport, so on my way to my water taxi and gonna hop around because it's 85 degrees outside.